8 things poor people waste money on. Poor people are always broke, not because they are not making any money, but because they are not spending wisely. The poor waste their money they should use to better their lot either by spending wrongly or by not spending at all. This article highlights what poor people waste money on. The following 8 things poor people waste money on will alert you to the dangers of reckless spending that perpetuates the poverty state of the poor. Number 1. Buying impulsively. Do you really need that kitchen machine that will not serve you beyond your next wedding anniversary? What people waste money on are things bought without any advanced thought. Advertisement blurs the poor's thinking faculty, such that they will be unable to distinguish between want and need. The rich people do not buy impulsively. They are able to save tons of cash with which they can improve their financial lives. Number 2. Food waste. This is one of the things poor people do that rich people don't. If the poor people measure in kilograms of volume of food they waste in a year, they would clearly see the drain pipe through which their money is flowing away. An average poor man discards about 35% of his vegetables, 20% of his dairy items, and 15% of meat purchased. This is mostly what poor people waste money on, as they usually miscalculate or lack preservation skills. Number 3. Latest tech. Everyone loves to use the latest techs as they sometimes come with exciting features. However, one of the things rich people do that the poor people don't do is managing the cost. Yes, you may have the cash to pay for the latest iPhone or that 1 million inch huge screen TV. Are there not more pressing needs? What about the cost of using and maintaining those gadgets? Number 4. Gambling. Betting, sports betting, lottery, and all that stuff are there to keep the poor people poor. These come with some degree of addiction. In one affluent continent, average spending on betting per individual is $1,000 every year, and over 2/3 of the United Kingdom's population agree to be spending on lottery beyond their budgets. These cases are not unique. Poor people fantasize about winning big someday. What poor people waste money on sometimes is buying scratch tickets hoping to be a lucky winner one day. Number 5. Smoking and vaping. Smoking, vaping, and so forth have some similarities with gambling. One of them is addiction. This is what wreaks the havoc on the financial life of the poor. Let us do the math. If a pack of cigarettes sells for $6, a moderate smoker then burns off a pack a day would have consigned over $180 to flames in a month, over $2,000 in a month, and $24,000 in a year. Imagine the loss of a chain smoker and those living where smoking is costlier. There is an average of 1 smoker to 7 non-smokers worldwide, which means over 1 billion people are smokers. That is one thing poor people waste money on. Number 6. Banking. Banking is a big money waster for the people. Actually, one of the biggest money wasters. In many countries, both deposit and withdrawal attract charges. Also, when you save your cash in the bank in an unstable economy, you lose the value of the money due to inflation. The rich do not keep their money in banks. They have more business ideas than the amount of money in their account. So they approach banks and borrow all the money deposited by the poor who do not have any idea about what to do with their money. Number 7. Games and in-app purchases. You feel pity for the poor people when they spend hours on end on gaming. Those buying extra lives are dashing out $3 million per day for Candy Crush. Time and money these poor people spend on gaming add no value to their lives. The same applies to apps that you are invited to buy. After giving you a taste of the free version, they will tell you that the premium version will get you to the next world. Apart from the financial cost of buying the app, you really do not need. The time to explore it and to use it is for the most part a waste. That is another thing poor people waste money on. Number 8. Lucky charms and spiritual items. It sounds funny when people across the continents believe they can become wealthy by spending their hard-earned money on lucky charms or spiritual items. Instead of working harder to make more money, they waste the little they earn on crystal balls, crucifix, and gifting to religious organizations who simply milk them dry without adding any value to their lives. When the poor waste their money in the above way, they think the rich are only luckier than them. Meanwhile, they have tons of things they lavish money on. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.